What's up, baby? All right, look, I want to talk to you about how to attack this child support shit. But you got to know the story. You must know the story before you can attack it. Okay? Now, the baby mama, she's probably going to start with the Title 4D agency, the OAG Child Support Agency, Title 4D. They all across the country, they're called Title 4D agencies. Okay? She might start here, but eventually you're going to end up here with the judge. All right, you're going to be here with the judge, and he's going to issue a child support order, and your money is going to go to mama. That's what she wanted, and that's what the judge wanted. All right, now that's important. That's what the judge wanted. You have to realize judges are not supposed to want anything out of these custody orders. They're not supposed to want anything. They're supposed to be impartial. They are supposed to be neutral, but they're not. They want this thing, and I'm going to tell you why. Once the judge issues this child support, they send it over to the Title 4D agency. The Title 4D agency takes it and sends it up to the feds, to the Department of Health and Human Services. Okay, they're the ones who give out money to the county. Every judge is assigned to a specific county and a specific county only. All right, they solve problems for the county. That's what judges do. They solve problems for the county. Now, the county takes this money and somehow they funnel it back to the judge. All right, now there's a couple ways to find this. One example I can give you is in Wilbarger County, Texas. Wilbarger County, Texas. Okay, the judge is Dan Mike Bird. He's gone now, but Judge Dan Mike Bird. The county was giving him $13,000 a year in addition to his state salary. Judge Bird was getting about $125,000 a year from the state of Texas, but the county gave him a stipend on top of that, an extra little bit, an amount of $13,000. So we went to Wilbarger County's budget. We looked at how much money they were giving him, and it was $13,000. We looked at the amount of money that the Fed was giving Wilbarger County. Turns out Wilbarger County was getting $13,000, and they were just writing a check over to Judge Bird. And all he did was do this right here. That's all he did. Child support orders, child support orders, child support orders. It's an infinity loop that keeps going, an infinity loop, and all we need is a baby mama to get it started, right? And there's this infinity loop that they keep doing, and this money comes back. Now, some counties like Tarrant County, Texas, they hide shit real well. Tarrant County, Texas is Fort Worth. That's probably the most corrupt county I've seen. They hide their stuff real well. But in order to go back and really talk about this right here, this money that comes from the county to the judge, okay? In order to really talk about that, you got to realize that judge, he's sitting in a building. That building is provided by the county. He's using computers. He's using office staff. He's using ink and paper and pens and pencils and air conditioning and heating. I'll bet you they're calling in food and shit like that too. He gets to go on trainings. He gets paid money if he has to travel to another county to sub in for another judge, which sometimes they do. There's all this stuff that the counties have that they give to the judge in order to use so that he can issue more support orders and then start the infinity loop all over again. Okay? Now, you can go into the county budgets online. They can't hide it. Some counties, they don't care to hide it. Wilbarger County, they were like, fuck yeah, we give them $13,000 and we get $13,000. Tarrant County, they'll tell you, oh, we get about maybe $80,000 here, and they won't tell you about this part though. They hide it. They call it something else. They call it like an office fee, but in reality, it goes to the judge. And it's hard to get a judge to disclose their financial paychecks, but you can go to the county comptroller, COMPTROLLER, county comptroller, and you can ask them to disclose how much they're giving the judge, right? Because they have to. It's freedom of information, transparency in government. They have to tell you about this, okay? So you can go and find it. You can use a subpoena or a Freedom of Information Act, and you can get that money that's going to the judge, however it is going. You can get that judge's paycheck simply by going to the county, okay? Because their paycheck, their pay is disclosed online in the state rules, okay? That is not a secret, but this money is a secret. You have to go get it from the county. Sometimes Tarrant County likes to hide it. Other counties don't care. All right. In order to fight child support, you got to know about this shit right here. You got to know this story. You have to know this story, and you have to have the proof. This is the proof right here. You got to go find it, and you got to show. You don't go into a hearing thinking the judge is going to let you do what you want to do. You have to send this in to the record. You have to put this on the record. You have to e-file it into the record, your evidence. The evidence that you get right here and your affidavit on how you got it and explaining what it is, you have to submit that into the record before you have a hearing. Or else the judge is going to tell you no, and he's going to keep it out of the record, and it basically doesn't exist. All right? So you have to know how to put stuff in the record too. All right, and it's easy. You just go file it. Just go give it to the district clerk or the court clerk or something. They got to put it in there. All right. Now, child support. Everybody knows child support is for deadbeat parents. Deadbeat parents abandon or neglect their children, right? Well, we've talked to these people and we asked them, hey, man, before you put baby mama, before you give her any money, do you like ask, or do you find out whether or not she's financially competent? Or do you find out if she's even a fit parent? She could be a psycho. And do y'all even ask? And they told us no. They said, no, we don't do that. We just set them up with an appointment with the judge so the judge can issue the infinity loop right here, man. That's all we do. We don't do nothing with her. She comes in, we give her whatever she wants because we want this. This child support agency, they also get money too. Okay, they also get money from the feds. Now look, child support, your employer sees that, they see a garnishment. Your mailman sees it. Anybody else who sees the letters for child support that you get and they see your name associated with it, man, they automatically think you're a shitbag. They think you're a piece of crap because you're on child support. That right there is defamation. That is damage to your reputation. And that is how you go back to fight child support. You start a defamation lawsuit. And you say, hey, man, y'all ruined my reputation saying I abandoned and neglected my children. And they'll be like, no, we never said that. We didn't say that. Yeah, you did when you put me on child support because everybody thinks that child support is abandonment and neglect. And they're like, no, we never said that. Well, why'd you put me on child support? Oh, because you got a duty. You got a duty to give her money. Yeah, but wait a minute. Don't y'all have a duty to make sure that she's financially competent or parentally competent? Because the reason she wants this money is because I was cutting her off because she was going over our budget. She was spending money, going to get nails, going to hang out with her friends, to go eat lunch. While I'm at work, this hoe is eating lunch at expensive places, and I gotta get on her ass and tell her to stop doing it, and she gets mad at me, and that's why she's coming to you. That's why she's doing all this, because she can't manage a budget. And y'all don't even ask. And she's got my kids all dirty. She's not feeding them. The house is dirty. She's not training them. She's not educating them. Their homework sucks. Their school sucks. She's a terrible person. She's a terrible parent. And y'all don't even care. You're just like, oh, here, let's give the mama the kids and give her some money too. And the daddy, he works hard. And he loves his kids, but we don't give a fuck. because we want this infinity loop right here. All right. And they don't do this. We have this recorded. We have this phone call recorded with the Attorney General's office, with the Title 4D agency. And they admit that they do not investigate mamas for parental competence or for financial competence. All right. So you go in that defamation and you get them to admit that. And then you show how this stuff is ruining your reputation. Then you can take the results of this lawsuit and go to your employer and be like, look, man, don't garnish my paycheck, please. I've got a jury finding that says that yes, these people right here have this infinity loop and they're taking advantage of me, and you can't do that. You can't assist them in taking advantage of me, so do not obey any garnishment orders. Okay, and here is the court order from the defamation that says that this was all jacked up. So you don't have to pay, you don't have to take out my garnishment anymore. You don't have to do it because it was this scheme, this racket of money making where they take advantage of children and their families in order to get your money, and they have this infinity loop, okay? Now, if you need help, you can call Dad Equal Custody. We got a lot of people to help. It's first come, first serve. So, don't be mad at us if we can't get to you real soon. But if you want to try this on your own and take your chances, you got to know this story, and you got to know that you need a defamation lawsuit, okay? Don't forget that you need a defamation lawsuit about that. This is the story, though. Learn this story. Go to the county, get the budget. You can ask the Fed for their budget too, but the county budget's a pretty good place to go. And you may even have to ask the county comptroller to disclose how much money they're giving to the judge, or to disclose how much money they're providing in resources to the judge, how much equipment they got, what's the value of everything in that office, how much are they spending on air conditioning, how much are they spending on heating, on food. Everything that is spent on the judge is paid for with this money right here, which means that the judge has a desire to do this without asking if this bitch is competent in any form. That's what they're doing there. It's the wrong thing to do. They've been doing it for a long time, but now we understand what's going on, right? Now we know what's going on. Go take care of business, player. Hit us up if you need some help, but good luck out there.